Exodus by DMX. DMX passed April 9th, 2021. Prior to his death, DMX was writing a new album. The new album features a lot of guest artists. How good is it? Does it satisfy the ear? Here's an honest review of Exodus by DMX.
Exodus by DMX, man. I was looking forward to this because I was curious to see where it was going to go, especially with him and Swiss kind of locking back in and doing something together because they haven't done that in like a pretty long time. How you feel about this album artwork, man?
Cool, man. You know, just a shot. I like how it's in black and white, and it's just a cool shot.
Yeah, it's just a shot. It's nothing spectacular. It's not like it has a story to it. To me, at least, it doesn't really fit in with all this other album artworks. You know, it's just a picture that ended up being an album cover. The flow of this project, man, you get what you expect from DMX, and then you get a couple new tricks with a lot of features, like more features than I believe he's ever had on a project before.
Yeah, same what he said. I can't really say anything different.
Okay, man. Highlights. First of all, I just want to say I'm a huge DMX fan. Just got to throw that out there first and foremost because I don't want to hear anything like, you don't know nothing about X, bro. I can rap over 3 hours of DMX content to you right now. Maybe more, counting all the soundtracks and all of that stuff. I don't even know how long the albums are, but a lot of it. Highlights, man. That's my dog featuring the Locks. Soon as I heard Kiss come in first, I was super amped. I actually rewinded it because I was like, damn, did he not say Sheik's name? Because for a minute there, I thought Sheik wasn't going to be on the song. Mm-hmm. But when I heard it again, I was like, oh, he did say Sean. I just missed it. And everybody ripped it. Everybody, Sheik, Styles, Kiss, X, loved everything they did on that joint. The bath salt joint, I immediately was laughing because he said, I steal your boo high. Like, I can't even remember. He said, yeah, I steal your boo, but holds the monster. Like, it was a cool setup. And Jay-Z killed it. Everybody had been talking all that crap about, oh, Nas fell off on the Sorry Now Sorry. Yeah, Nas was spanking ass on this verse.
People were saying that?
Yeah, people were like, Nas fell off. It's clear that the money's going to his head and he can't.
I never knew they were saying that. Damn.
Yeah, okay. Well, Nas kicked ass on Bath Salt and on Exodus. So, no, my bad, Walking in the Rain. So for everybody that was saying Nas fell off, there you go. He didn't. They killed that joint. Bath Salt, loved it. X's verse was a little on the weaker side, but he did what I expected with him from him for the most part. Hold Me Down featuring Alicia Keys. Fire, fire, fire. I wish we could have got more songs like this. Alicia Keys didn't do a lot on the hook, but it was perfect. It was just a couple words. Hold you down. And it sounded great. The beat was a great vibe. Shout out to Swiss on the beat. Skyscraper featuring Bono. I didn't know what to expect when I came in, but man, this might be my favorite song on the project. I wanted to see X, like this is the X I like to see kind of growing and showing that he's always been able to do unique things on these projects. Like he has a song with like Regina Bell and like he's got some joints that you don't expect and he always manages to pull it through. So that's what he did on that. Hood Blues featuring Griselda. Oh my fucking God, bro. I was blown away. Everybody had me vibing on this joint. Westside set the tone for this one. It was absolutely incredible. This might be, and I'm glad I didn't listen to it when it came out.
It came out earlier?
Yeah, it came out early. It came out a couple days early, and my brother was like, yeah, I listened to it for like a couple seconds and I'll turn it off. But man, that beat, that beat is nuts. That sample is absolutely amazing. Benny, Conway, Westside Guns, X, they destroyed that joint. Take Control featuring Snoop Dogg. Man, they must have came straight from the Versus stage to the studio. Because, man, that's got a great vibe to it. Loved everything they did with that. Walking in the Rain, I love how they threw his son on there. That was a cool vibe. Nas helped destroy that joint as well. And Letter to My Son, man, that was sad. Like, I was just like, damn, man, like, did his son get to hear this like before the funeral? Like, did X get the chance to play it to him? And like, it just really had me thinking because I just know their relationship has been like a relationship that's constantly needed work in the public eye, unfortunately. Yeah. But yeah, dope record.
Yeah, man. Hold Me Down, Skyscrapers is like one of my two favorite tracks on here. Hood Blues surprised me because I keep telling y'all every time. Griselda's warming up on me. I'm still not like a die-hard fan or nothing like everybody else, but I see what it is. It's just the amount of like rhyming vocabulary, bringing up all these different type of bars and rhyme schemes is ridiculous, and they just make it so entertaining to where you want to listen to what they say next. So shout out to Griselda, man. Walking in the Rain and Letter to My Son, along with Hold Me Down and Skyscraper, I just love that type of DMX, just like you said, the growth and everything in them and like that. And the feature verses on That's My Dog and Bath Salts were really, really dope. And I'll get to everything else in my lights.
Low lights. Remember, this is an honest review. I understand X is dead. God bless the dead. Not talking ill of him as a person. We talking about the music. All right. Bath Salt. I do feel like X was a little bit underwhelming. If you go back and listen to songs like Murdergram and Niggas Done Started Something and DXL, X's verses are usually like really crazy. Like he did kind of hit me with a bar that was like, bro, that's definitely classic X, when he's just like, you know, you got too many holes in you go ahead and fall, nigga, come on. Like I was like, that's something X would say. I 100% get that. But Dogs Out, whack ass hook. Who authorized that? Swiss. I know people love Wayne, but sometimes we can't just let him. Who let the dogs out? We let the dog out. Like, bruh, shut the fuck up and actually make a real hook, or get somebody else to do it. Like, I didn't like that whatsoever. We just had That's My Dog hook that was acceptable. But then you followed up with this one a couple songs later, and I was really disappointed. 2 songs later. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed. And then you got money, bitches. I was like, really? That's what we doing for hooks now? Yeah. Come on, Moneybagg Yo is trash. You could have did anything else, but Moneybagg Yo is trash. Oh, we needed somebody from the youth. Get YB and Cordae. I'm pretty sure that shit would have came out fire. But yeah, you can miss me with that Moneybagg Yo verse. See what else? Stick Up skit. Look, man, rest in peace, Ice Pick. I know, but I'm notorious for telling y'all this. Rough Rider skits be whack as hell. They're just like ultra violent and not even funny. Like, they be thinking they funny, but they ain't funny. You know what I'm saying? I think there's one that I like that's from Drag-On's album, the Shaniqua skit. Before Ladies 2000. That just lets you know how my Rough Rider roots go. I know my shit. But yeah, all the Rough Rider skits I generally just don't like whatsoever. And overall, it's just like if it wasn't unexpected, like as far as the like Skyscrapers and Hold Me Down, X's verse kind of like lacked compared to everybody else. I've known X his whole career to be the person to pretty much slaughter everybody he's on a record with. You know, but it just didn't do it for me on like That's My Dog. I like his verse. I don't feel like he killed anybody. Bath Salt. I like his verse. I just don't feel like he killed anybody. Like, you know, it was I felt like he was a little on the rusty side. I don't know how long he'd been working on this album, but he definitely shined on the moments that he shined on. Like on the Skyscrapers, whether, you know, the hood niggas like, I don't want to know something about it. That shit is fire. The joint with Alicia Keys, fire. The joint with Griselda, fire. Like he was shown, he still definitely has it. It just, there was moments where I was just like, I don't know about that one.
I definitely agree, because I feel like Skyscrapers and especially Hood Blues is an example of how it felt like he was, I don't want to say on the same level, but on the same wavelength as the other artists. Because with the other tracks, it kind of felt like it was two-sided. It was like, it'll come here, like it'll start, you know, with the locks and stuff like that. And then X verse will kind of feel a little not as enthusiastic as the ones that came before it. So I don't know. It was just kind of felt like, especially for the first 4 tracks, I was just like, either X seemed bored or he's just not into it. I just didn't feel it. And then another thing that I was really disappointed with is the production on the album wasn't really good to me. And I just was just like, I don't know. And without just until track 5 is when I really got into it. I want to say skipping out 7, track 5 to 12 was like, I want to say consistent in terms of what I think I would hear from DMX content wise, or whatever like that. But the first 4 tracks of this album had me like, yo, what's going on? So it's just kind of an imbalance to me when it comes to, just what DMX was delivering and the production that, Swiss chose to give him.
Final thoughts, man. Look, is this one of X's top 5 albums? I'd say no.
Why is that? Since, being a DMX fan like yourself.
Because his first 5, he has 5 albums that are better than this.
Okay. That
I'll just leave it at that. Obviously, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. And then there was X, Grand Champ, which is one of my favorites. And I'd actually put Year of the Dog, which I know a lot of people don't like a lot of the songs up there. I actually fuck with a lot of the songs up there.
Okay.
But I do feel like this was better than the Great Depression. The Great Depression does have some moments on it, but I felt like some of that production was on the weaker side. I felt like Swiss and X just kind of went to their corner of, this is what feels comfortable with what we've done. So we'll knock out a couple of those, because like, That's My Dog, it sounded like a typical Swiss beat, which was fine, but hearing the Lox blaze, it kind of set me in a good mood immediately. Anytime I hear the Lox on anything, I usually get perked up. Like, even if it's a trash beat, they gonna kill it. And Bath Salt was different. The money sounded like Stop Being Greedy. I was just like, okay, he sounds like Stop Being Greedy. And then Dogs Out, that sounds like something Lil Wayne would do on his own, and I'd skip it. So I was kind of disappointed to hear X on that. But aside from that, like I said, when he was shining, and he's always done that. He's always came through, always shut down a show, always put on a good show. And I still think it was a good album overall.
Yeah, I thought, for the most part, he delivered when it came to, like you said, with the most features ever. I don't think I've seen or remember listening to the album with a lot of these features. When I listened to DMX, it was always just like him. So to hear him on, a whole bunch of collaborations like this was pretty cool. And for the ones that really took away, like Hood Blues and Skyscrapers and Hold Me Down, I thought those were tracks that, those are 3 tracks that's really going to stand, the test of time. Because I just really like how he collabed with Griselda on that, and I felt like it was just such a appropriate collaboration, and that can hit hard. But even though I'm not that deep into DMX catalog, I don't think this is one of his strong outings as well. But, I think this is, something good to give his fans and everything like that.
Well, as far as not one of his strong outings, I just want to put it out there that, like, he came out the gate with 2 instant classics back to back. That just shows how strong the dude was as far as discography goes. So, that statement is kind of like just depends on how you feel about X entirely.
Okay.
Final grade. I still feel like this is a simple grade for me. I'm going to give it a check. It's DMX. There's definitely some stuff in here that I'm going to add to my DMX I'm going to get hype playlist. Like I said, I don't know how hard I was nodding my head to that Hood Blues joint. Because I'm telling you, you could get that beat to pretty much anybody and they going to kill that joint. But West Side Gun's always talking that fly shit. It sounded appropriate and great on this beat. And I love hearing X with the Lox. I wish Drag would have been on this album. From my understanding, there may be some more projects. There's some other stuff, but I don't know how I feel about that. I felt the type of way them continuing to release Pac stuff, continuing to release Big stuff. If they didn't sign off on it, it don't feel right. And X signed off on everything on this project except for the Moneybagg Yo feature. So,
really?
Yeah, apparently Pop Smoke was on that song. The verse leaked and Swiss made a decision to replace him with Moneybagg Yo.
Did you listen to the Pop Smoke version?
No, I didn't, because I'm not a fan of Pop Smoke, so I didn't see the point. But yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a dash. Like I said, I like Power 5 handful of the tracks and everything like that. I probably won't go. I only go back to listen to those, but I probably won't come back to the album. But I still think it's a good outing, and rest in peace, DMX.
Yeah, man, DMX is one of the best to ever do it. Huge influence on me. Huge influence on a lot of the rappers I ended up listening to. The dude literally changed the game. Everybody was wearing shiny suits. Then everybody was back to the baggy jeans and Timbs in the tunnel. That was X, man. People started slapping the shit out of people again. It was a different time. Different time, man.
Shut up.